The Joe Rogan Experience.
It's weird you brought up, like, I have friends who love stuff that I hate, but I don't give a shit. The reason my special is called I Love Everything is when you get to age 50, there's still stuff that annoys you and stuff you don't like, but you're like, but I know where this is coming, or I know why he's acting that way, or I'm not a fan of Donald Trump. I think he's fucking horrible, but I also know about his childhood and how he was raised, and I know why he is the way he is. He grew up in a monster factory, and it was a really well-run monster factory, and it made an incredible monster. Like, I know why he is the way he is. So you can only go so, like, hatred is a luxury for youth. When you're young, you can go, this is bullshit. And then you get to 50, you're like, it's not for me, but I don't care. Okay, fine.
You know what I also think it is? I talk about this often, that you have children, you have a child, I have daughters, and when I think of people now, I think of them as babies that grew up. And when I was younger, I used to think, if I knew you now, I think, oh, Patton has always been this Patton. But now I can see, because I've seen little babies become little people, and I go, oh, okay, you just got terrible input, terrible feedback, bad epigenetics, a lot of shit wrong here. You're a victim of circumstance as much as you are, being an asshole. You're the reason why you're an asshole is because you're a victim. It's the case in a lot of times.
Yeah, and sometimes people can become an asshole. Obviously, some people can become an asshole because Trump had a lifetime of systematic abuse. But also, people can become horrible from having one bad day. One bad day can set you the wrong direction.
Yeah.
So but it's not till you get older where you suffer all those blows and setbacks and reversals of fortune that you go, okay, let's maybe give someone a little bit of breathing room.
Yes.
Even if they're being horrible, think about why they're doing this. That's just how it is.
Otherwise you
can't live.
It's not beneficial to anybody to be confrontational and to be angry about things all the time. I mean, even though it seems fun when you're young, as you get older, you realize it's a terrible way of using your resources, and it also it doesn't create any harmony. It just makes the people on the other side fight back harder. Like, there's no middle ground given. There's no compromise. There's no forgiveness. There's no equanimity. There's no moment where you feel like this is a human being and I'm a human being and I make mistakes and they make mistakes, and let's figure out how we could be nicer to each other. I mean, that's what everybody would like. That's what everybody would like.
The fucking hardest thing to do, and you're going to fail a lot of times trying to keep trying. Because otherwise, the only other option is the person who's pissing you off actually wins and takes over space in your mind and stops you doing the shit you need to do.
Yeah.
If you're living a revenge-centered life or a spite-centered life, then that other person runs your life. And think of all the jokes and albums and movies or whatever you were going to do that you never did because you were focused on them.
That's really common. And there's a lot of people that are doing that with Trump. There's a lot of people that I follow on Twitter while I'll just go their Twitter feed. It's just railing about Trump all day. And I want to go over their house, and you can't anymore, but hug them and go, hey, man, you got to stop paying attention to this. Like, how much time do you have in a day? How much time is spent on things you hate, and how much time is spent on things you love? You need to figure out a way to shift that.
For me, hating Trump has become like a glass of wine. I indulge in it every now and then. I enjoy it when he does something really crazy. And also every now and then you need to check in and go, just want to remind you, this isn't normal. This shouldn't be happening. Let's not get used to this. But then also, I promote other people's stuff. I signal boost other comedians. I retweet really funny tweet. Like, that also has to be fun, because you're right. There are people that I love whose Twitter feeds have just evolved into, can you fucking believe it? Yes.
Yeah.
I would have a bit in my special about how I don't have any Trump jokes because he's made comedians obsolete. How do you write a joke funnier than this shit he's doing in front of us? It's like he's doing this crazy, and then you walk up, you want to hear a joke I wrote about this? Everyone's like, no, I'm watching this. I'm good.
Well, it's all the things too. It's the tan and the hair and the madness and the not willing to admit that he's ever wrong. And it's like, Jesus Christ,
Someone put this out as a joke the other day. It was like a little graphic, but it is true. You know how he won't wear a mask?
Yeah.
It'll rub the makeup off.
Oh, yeah, for
and I'm
sure.
not saying that as a joke. He can't put a mask on because he takes it off. He'll have this weird, and he knows he can't do it. I bet on the first day he tried to do it and went, no, we can't do it. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, why didn't Pence wear it in that one time? Remember when everybody was wearing it at the Mayo Clinic and he didn't?
I feel like Trump bullied him. I feel like Trump was like, "You're not going to go out there with a mask, are you?
You make me look bad."
And Pence is so like, "All right, I'm so terrified."